It's June, and it's too early in the morning.
It's too early in the morning. Nick,
Yeah.
did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me?
Yes, we went through their ages. Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany in all this time, all by herself, and she's all grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial.
But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Oh God.
The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Hey, morning, Pearly.
You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother is coming today to show her support.
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Pearly, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us? We're just gonna ignore her. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you to your own time. She is the child, oh god. Thank goodness.
Nick?
This way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on?
You gonna pull her mother away? It's gonna be sad.
It's still too early in the morning.
Fucking is.
It's still June. Order. Court is now in session for the trial of Mai Fei.
Defense is ready. I'm tired, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defendant's face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you have made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you fool wearing the foolish clothes and costumes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who have never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such a good spirits today, Miss Faye.
It's true what they say. One really are scared when they fight.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. The defendant could have left the challenging chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key, is the key to my heart. It's not where it should have been. Your Honor, I'd like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What?
I'm concerned. What, Miss Von Karma? Then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Mai Fei, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe this is when she dropped this key. Can you sustain your claim? Isn't that what I'm doing here? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as a suspected Aunt Morgan.
Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this.
Well, family. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay. I have no voice. I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. Sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yeah, that is correct. I performed the spirit serving technique on Mystic Maya then. Spiritual serving technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it to the back to the other world. That is. You mean be quiet. No, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yeah, that is correct.
What in the world could have?
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. Oh, what? And here we come to the heart of the matter. AFA, well, in a possessed state, managed to escape from the challenging...
Oh god, that hair.
Okay. I was reading and didn't want me to read anymore.
No.
Order. Miss Fay, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Nice escape.
After we heard the gunshots, these two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I request that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. So sad. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I am afraid. I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Oh, so she's playing that.
Oh no. Why have you hidden this net until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct faculties when they arise. That's right. She's simply correcting a falsely... falsely Mr. Phoenix, right?
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
I was gonna say, wouldn't she have ran past us, but we were outside the fucking place? Gunshots, door... Yeah, this way. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes. That is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there?
The box.
You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the cameraman may be in danger. It is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us snapping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue.
Okay, pistol's hanging. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by the statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Of course.
Yeah. But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however... the witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya. So you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yeah. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What? Perdell, did she? Now, this witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always a later. Yeah, very well.
Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
She dresses herself away and escaped the building. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes.
But you were physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Have you forgotten, after all, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about the switcher? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey?
Yeah.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing, trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of that nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yeah, I would have. However...
You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed on the ground floor. How long were you unconscious? I am not sure. But 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant most certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Right now what? So while you're unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went?
I think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, that I zoned out, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
She means she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Sun Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. It's all wrong, and from what she has said, we can discuss that Maya Fey did leave the chamber.
I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the ass.
No, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the challenging chamber? Yes, that is actually... Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escape had done with she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone?
Who was that? The prosecution calls it Miss Eenie Meenie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eenie Meenie.
I think you can see where this is headed. Yeah.
Dance, 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 dance.
Dance, dance. Witness, name and occupation. Like, okay, so my name is, like, or I think I'm, like, researching, like, site paper.
You're researching paper.
I'm searching some paper cycles stuff at the university. What is this? What is this? Like, it's like, I guess, like, most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I don't understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Like, oh my god.
I know. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Mimi, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Mayafe? Is this correct? Like, I guess? If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir.
I love all things good, Your Honor. Have some spine for my sake.
After the murder.
Yeah.
Like, when the challenging started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister! I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long, and I was so, like, happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, totally told me something, like, totally terrible.
Okay.
Hold on your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister. Don't you mean the defendant, Mayafe? Really now, Your Honor? Mayafe was still in the middle of shelling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes. Minife. Minife? God, all these fucking names are fucking me up.
Yeah.
Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is, witness? Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what the terrible thing touched you? I'm sure we'd love to hear all about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Zini, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged. Sleeping pills. I was murdered. By that person. And boom. Explosions. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? No, I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end? Okay. What do you think, Mr. Wright? This really seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie?
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that loose thread and unwind this tapestry love lies.
Tapestry?
Tapestry. Tapestry.
Your Honor, there's room for doubt. So,
No.
the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that it's not butter, but we're gonna examine, will reveal the truth behind the murder. Yeah.
Yeah, again, the foolishly fool spells out more foolishly foolish dribble.
I like drabbles.
I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than last.
Like after the murder.
Oh my god.
Okay, so she should be in the shed room. I like hadn't seen her in so long, and I was happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was like my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe if I was, like, somehow someone who didn't know about this, like, the cult. But, like, I know all about her channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said.
What'd she say? So, you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange.
But, ow.
Ow. Don't keep barging her.
Badgering, but okay.
Badgering. You bargered.
You know, the phrase objection could try to use that once in a while, you know?
Mr. Wright. This question was the witness felt when she saw her sister. It really that important?
Yes. It's very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff now to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Izzy, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. Like, her costume looked totally like normal. My sister, she like, yeah, okay. Horrible things. Terrible things.
She told me to, okay. What'd she tell you, though? Something, oh, was the thing about her being murdered, was that the terrible thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Like, didn't I just tell you, like, about it? Like, you, like, totally forgot?
I did forget.
A foolish fool with a foolish sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Foolish brains.
Yeah. I did just hear the Sesame selling my memories that bad. Actually. Actually, the defense is fine. Does not need to hear the story again.
Very well. You may continue your testimony, Missy.
I know there has to be something where I can use, but where?
She really put a lot of thought into the slide, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She is bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up. Don't get careless. Okay, remember, calm and collected.
Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, that's the map. Floor plans. That's dead man. Wait a second. Okay. Maybe this one too, a statement? What did I do? Her costume did not look normal, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Eni.
What are you blabbering about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well-constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines out? Are we Phoenix?
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yet, and...
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture.
Boobs.
Mm-hmm. This is the picture of your sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray?
Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? And if you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat.
Order. Issy, what is the meaning of this? Miss me. I'm thinking, don't touch me! Yeah. Are you stabbering about your honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please.
Judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be.
Mm-hmm. The side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in, and then, I persuaded my sister it wasn't. Right, you threw something like that. And then, I took my sister to the chilling chamber. Yeah, now I see. And you have given up a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think, thanks, Gramps? Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
No.
Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
She persuaded her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your sister, Miss Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was, totally flipped out, cause, she shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew, she, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you get that?
Was your sister calm by that time?
I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better, too, Mr. Phoenix. The sooner the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more, Miss Thing? Miss Thing, apparently. Miss Miney.
Sure.
Is there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? What do you mean?
When you... When you were going to the crime scene? talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
Okay.
She doesn't want to speak.
Yeah, that's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clear to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important.
You think it is?
I mean, if she was there...
She would have seen Pearl, you think?
Exactly, that's what I mean.
I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Izzy, if you will please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Like, I didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking believe you.
Yeah.
You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, this is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-challenge looking. So
Oh,
what about this child? The child burped.
Child hiccup burp.
Sorry.
No, it's just funny because the line was child at the time.
The garden.
Yeah. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. I'm going at top speed, look at my hair! I'm going very fast! Zoom zoom! So, Miss Money, what do you have to say to that? What the fuck? She turned into a ghost!
She did! Objection! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing preposterous? Objection.
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish?
There is no way someone walking along the way could not have noticed Pearl, because she broke a goddamn face. This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
You know why it's cracked? Because it has pot in it. It has crackpot. It's because Pearl broke it, that's why.
She broke her urn. Ow. Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? Because it's nighttime?
It's too early in the morning. This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. She tried her best. And while sitting in the middle of the winding way.
No, what?
Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces on the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. And legally blonde.
Grr.
I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You're a bitch. You are a masterful liar. And a ghost.
I'm a ghost. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she says is the witness. I'm pointing my finger at her. So Miss Miney tells us what to do. What's the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room?
No.
Well, there was definitely someone there when I walked in, but it didn't mean there was a person. She could have put something under the blankets.
Yeah. She was in a box.
Your lies end here.
Oh, what do you do?
Mean. I think she said, what do you mean? I kind of skipped it fast.
She did say what do you? Something like that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, she did say Mina L.
She is legally blonde redhead. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Show me where they touched you.
I almost fucking pushed the button to go to the next line.
It's in her testimony just now.
I think it's in her testimony just now. Help me, Mia! Earlier, in her testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement.
And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know the fact? How did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could have not known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the Winding Way. Ghost.
No. Look at the Manor guide map. If we were between the side room and the channeling chamber, one could have been the Winding Way. You two have to use the Winding Way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked the very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off of baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Miss Phoenix.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
She might, like, here. Like, oh my god. Miss Miney was here, of course.
That's the channeling chamber. Is it? Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order. That's why that is. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yeah, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding. Where? Like, where was I hiding?
So what I think was, she was hiding behind the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But she got in the box afterwards.
Yep.
Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no one hanging out behind the folding screen.
See? You stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Missy. One so young as you shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps. If you know exactly how old I am. Sorry.
It's like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along.
Oh my god.
Okay. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. I feel like it's like Dora the Explorer. With the help of this! Can you find the clue?
Yeah.
Where's the fucking box at?
There.
Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? It's very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
That tiny little box, no person could fit in it.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
But that closing box was inside the room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That closing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you could prove where the closing box was at the time of the crime? Yes.
Can I?
I thought there was a hole in it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the hole.
That's why you have me.
Yes. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Wait, do I select the folding screen or do I select the clothing box? I think I select the clothing box. I think.
Yeah, because there's a bullet hole right there.
Okay.
8 inches off the ground.
Take a look at this clothing box.
Okay. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This. What on earth? How did you get this box?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. I had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. Time of the shooting, the clothing box was fucking sitting there and being pretty. Which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. Surprised it didn't pop the ball. But then again, she was playing with it, so... it went through the screen and then into the box.
Sometime.
Mrs. Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance to show us what you got. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Order. So what you guys saying?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Miney, Mo, whatever you want to catch for?
That's exactly what I'm saying about your toes. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! So stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, her intended to be defendant killed the victim and then fled the scene of the crime? It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself.
No, it's not possible. It really is impossible. I hope I selected the right one. For one person to do all that preparation, that is...
Ow. Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Miney. You had an accomplice. Oh god, I almost pressed the fucking button again.
Oh yeah, no profiles. Old lady.
How old is she? Okay, she's 21.
Yeah.
Okay,
This person.
If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten that costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have had that box to use.
Morgan Faye. That's the wonderful lady witness we had earlier.
What do you mean to say this, What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands.
My own two hands.
Do you deny it?
Bah. Yeah.
I think this is what really happened.
This is what really went down.
The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a I almost said medieval medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of them, who had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected.
Yes. Dr. Gray was not actually dead! Dun dun dun! With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at the attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Let's go quickly inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to do to say?
Mm-hmm. This is the real truth behind this murder.
Who's that laughing at a time like this?
Who is laughing?
Oh, you simpleton fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is this? What is the time? What is the time?
This one, Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose you due to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Your argument is flawed in one very critical area.
Then that is?
Is this witness the real murderer? Why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with the medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one more thing. Why would Miss Eenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Her
we
sister.
have it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
Motive, I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead was this. Was it? No, it wasn't that one. I think it was about the... Was it the car? The clipping too? I hope.
Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright.
It's great. Now she even calling me by my full name.
You think that this is to get revenge on my sister's death?
Yes.
Or...
What is your thoughts?
Oh, I thought it was something to do with her face, but...
Her face.
Her face. But he didn't do it, so I don't know why.
Well, what if she changed faces with her sister when... Because they said they didn't know what her face looked like. And that could have been... She could have taken the identity of her sister.
Yeah.
Because...
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
And don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Sam, stupid Gramps. Did she drug her sister?
Yeah.
I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? I've been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted a revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long.
You were in the hospital, though.
Besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. I was, a total confused. He asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona.
Yep.
However, you see...
Pathetic. Mr. Phoenix, you failed to support your own theory.
You didn't give me a chance.
Then... the roll credits.
I think we have our answer, Phoenix. Right. What Missy has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated. She has no motive in the first place.
She does, but okay. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. Yes, there is.
You don't have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point?
So many faults in Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, it's just as I, totally told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Yeah, she's creepy. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of eeny, meeny, miny, meeny, meeny, eeny, meeny, meeny.
Oh.
Your Honor, please allow the defendant 1 more minute.
Alright.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
No.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculous messed up plan for murder. But, regardless of that, girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray, and it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please.
If you want to say that you can prove Miss Sweeney had a motive, then 5 minutes. Why did she kill the victim in this way? Could you prove the reason?
Can I? Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. She just gotta be deeper.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I'll knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out on my way. No way. Very well. The court will take 5-minute recess. And we will continue cross-examination after we run. Hey, wait a second. She's just going. She's like, wait. She's pissed off.
Yeah.
Hey, it's June 22nd, 12:00 p.m.
12:00 p.m. Yes.
To 4. It is. Really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma! Oh, what are you doing? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Oh, really? Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Oh my god. Look down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. She just got a point.
She got a point right at my face.
It's still June, but it's 22, and it's 12:10 p.m.
Still too early.
Court will now run Wright. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Eni had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eni Mai and clear my throat. Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to the court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it's doing good, but... That was, last year in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around that then. And then, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired. I was, she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. And, woke up because of a jolt and, it was the sea flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard enough of this incident.
was all talk on the tabloid shows at day after day last year.
Yeah, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Yeah.
These were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes, that's right. You may question your witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Wright did in fact drug Missy's sister.
Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Like the night of the accident was she tired though? She was totally tired, you mean exhausted?
Yeah, like, she had to talk to, like, the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a total terrible situation.
It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then why didn't you ask to switch places?
Oh, like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then why shouldn't you have switched with her?
True.
But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your licenses.
If you please, tell me your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. But we have her license.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Oh, where's the statement?
I didn't have my license. Like, I couldn't take over driving for her.
Like, oh my god. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
Now you had a license back then. This photo of you took the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this?
That's right. Like, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Nope.
Yeah, no, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, the perverted fake clinic director.
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November.
What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half a year fucking lapse in time. He's a doctor now.
That's what happened, Mr. Wright.
Are we just all stuttering now?
Yes, at the time of the accident. I think it's all the hits from the whip. Beanie did not have a driver's.
She didn't have drivers.
No drivers.
Ow.
Cry, my whip may accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive.
Ow.
Don't just stand there, meaning to yourself.
Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow.
Missy, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think the sister will follow more detailed testimony for Missy, if you please.
Yeah, like, how annoying. Whoops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Okay, like, around the time I was really getting close to getting my license, my sis was, like, just totally a big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, she just had gotten a really shiny, bright car, sports car. She would sings like, "No way, how am I letting you newbie drive my car?" So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat. That's right, that night too. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, that shouldn't make question the witness. Okay.
Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Tell me more about the car. Shiny car. Red car. Purr.
Shiny.
It was a new car?
Yeah. She had like just gotten it, and it was like from the UK.
The UK. Were they her boyfriend's initials?
Oh my god.
It was a really special model. She just waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
Guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I think press harder? Really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor?
Yes.
Please have the witness append what she said to her testimony.
You mean the part about it being a special report car?
Yeah.
Well, if you like cars that much, then...
That's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Izzy, will you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever.
Okay,
My assistant car was like a totally special model from the England. Like, oh my god.
let me look at this again. Okay. I think maybe this one. That. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. Yeah. Because if it's from the UK... That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side of the passenger seat, the left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite.
The two of them were riding in a British car.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, that
Yep.
means you were in the driver's seat.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Order in the order. Order!
Order in order.
Order in the order.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. He said the person who was driving was her older sister. Meanie.
This is what eeny meeny miny so. That's where her story falls apart. Somewhere almost made a big error in our assumptions.
Phoenix. It looks like you finally found the real roots of the murder.
If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eeny or meanie? Who was really driving that night? This is the confusing part, though, because if they switch places...
Who do we know? Yeah!
I'm gonna say Mimi. Because if Eeny is actually Mimi...
Yeah.
The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi. And after all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said... The witness, Miss Eni, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
Yeah. The next question. That was.
He had to be
brain.
manly and feminine at the same time.
He was.
Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic areas is this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Shit!
Too far! Would the defendant please before the car of this birth name?
Phoenix Wright.
Oh, I really you write your own name again. Oh, can you think he forgot to?
Wait a second, I screwed up, didn't I?
Big time.
Shit!
Yeah. Oh God. Listen, this is the grand fault. Don't hold back on this one.
Alright, I'll leave it and give it another shot.
You misclicked.
I fucking did! Okay, let's try this again. See, that's what I have to do when I have to think about it before I click anything. Because if not, I, like, click the wrong button. Mimi Miney, that is your real name.
Mm-hmm. Of all the feelers she dribble, then how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted in the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
A facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister.
No! But... she died in a car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then, the body they found at the car crash site.
That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Mimi Meenie?
Cheesecloth. She's breaking her shit.
That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died at that night was Eenie. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi from existence.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
Dr. Dre.
He's Dr. Dre now. What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Dre Gray wanted to call the police spirit of the dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered that had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs.
And that's why she had killed Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misinformation of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
No. Well, Miss Van Car...
Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness?
She opened her eyes.
That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi. God. That crack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
Oh, why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself to become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Because
The
of...
drug article?
The drug article. Yeah.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. This mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
That timing could have been worse.
14 patients dying in the accident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident, her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable. It's not butter. Beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that challenge.
Mumbo jumbo.
Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. A spirit challenging this cult. I hate it. I hate it all. Okay, son.
I bet there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as... Why did Miss Me choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made still clearer.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey.
This is presumptuous. I'm perfect. Not perfect. Me, Francesca, Francoma.
I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcasted all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow.
Ow.
Ow, 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 ow,
Oh god!
ow.
And one more good order. Okay, everyone's dead. He's dead. Did you faint? Phoenix, hang in there. Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud. A sham. I mean, she looks like she's from the circus. So now then.
That looks like it'll be sometimes before Miss Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty.
Whee!
Naya!
Oh my god, she's right there. And then fucking Pearl.
This is cordial.
There's some after credits though. 22nd, 3:13 p.m. in the lobby 3.
Oh,
Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Oh, boobs. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. I didn't kill anyone, didn't I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, it felt like a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. I wonder if that was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
God, the clothes are so small. There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. Just count on me. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had planned it down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks! Looks like you built me out of another dam. Jam.
Well, you know, if you'd stop trying to almost kill people.
I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine, because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help me with a plan like this? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't you let it be?
Nick, please, I need an answer.
The reason Morgan had helped Mimi with her plans. I think so.
Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Korean village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But if you weren't there, then the family bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then?
The Branch family. My aunt.
No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying, I thought so.
Just if her aunt just spoke to her about this. Date and time unknown. Detention censorship. Okay, we're just not allowed to know the time or the date. My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of her dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder. And cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. God, that Maya. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come.